It started with the missing stapler. Nothing huge, just a small inconvenience. I reached for it like I always did, expecting it to be right there on my desk. But it wasn't. I frowned, checking under some papers and in the drawer. I didn't think much of it at first. I mean, who gets worked up over a missing stapler? But then my coffee mug disappeared. I always kept it in the same spot. It was an old chipped ceramic mug with "World's Okayest Employee" printed across it, a joke gift from my sister. One morning it was just gone. I asked around, but no one had seen it. Weird. I ended up using a paper cup that day, convincing myself that maybe I'd left it in the break room and someone accidentally took it. Then my computer wallpaper changed. It was a photo of my dog, Charlie, but when I logged in one morning, the image was different, a generic Windows background. My stomach dropped. Had it reset something? I hadn't reported any issues. My files were all still there, but something about it felt off. That's when I started watching my coworker, Adam. He was quiet, too quiet. We'd been working together for nearly a year, and I couldn't recall a single personal fact about him. No weekend stories, no casual complaints about traffic, nothing. He wasn't unfriendly, but he was distant. I started noticing little things. The way his eyes flicked over to my desk when he walked by. The way he lingered near my cubicle when he thought I wasn't paying attention. Once I caught him standing behind me, looking at my monitor. I spun around so fast my chair squeaked. "Need something?" I asked, forcing a smile. He blinked, his expression blank. "Just stretching my legs." But I didn't buy it. Then my emails disappeared. Not all of them, just a few, important ones. My boss asked me about a report I was supposed to send last week, but I swore I had already sent it. When I checked, it was gone. Vanished. I felt a cold sweat creep up my spine. I started locking my computer every time I stepped away. I changed my passwords. I even left a tiny piece of tape over my desk drawer to see if anyone tampered with it. The next morning, the tape was broken. That was it. I went straight to HR. I told them everything about the missing items, the changed wallpaper, the emails. The HR rep nodded along, taking notes, but I could tell she wasn't convinced. "Is there a chance you might be misplacing things?" she asked gently. I felt like I was losing my mind. That night, I stayed late. I waited until everyone had left. Then I positioned a small mirror at an angle near my desk, just enough to catch a reflection of the walkway behind me. I left my screen unlocked and pretended to leave, stepping just out of sight. I waited, and then I saw him, Adam. He approached my desk, glancing around. My heart pounded in my chest as I watched him reach for my keyboard, his fingers hovering over it like a pianist about to play a note. I stepped forward. "What are you doing, Adam?" He froze. Then slowly he straightened up and turned to face me. There was no shock, no guilt, just a small, almost imperceptible smirk. "Just stretching my legs," he said again. I didn't sleep that night. By morning, Adam was gone. No one knew why, but HR sent out a vague email about security concerns. I never found out what he was doing or why. I thought it was over. But later that week, as I was packing up for the day, my phone buzzed with a new email. No sender, no subject, just one line. "You shouldn't have been watching." My hands went cold. Then my computer screen flickered. The wallpaper, the one I had just changed back, shifted before my eyes. It was a picture of me, sitting at my desk, taken from behind. At that moment, I realized Adam might be gone, but someone else was still here.